Similarly, the time when large armies could be sent across borders, that has also gone. Unless you are in America and the other fellow is Grenada, you can't do it. Or America and Iraq, and then what happens you have seen. So what is it that you have to acquire a capacity for? This last year again reminds us of precisely the thing that we should be doing. Just see, violence in Kashmir has suddenly gone down. Why has it gone down? Because of Shivraj Patil? It has gone down because Pakistan has been busy in its own problems. In FATA, in NWFP, in Balochistan. Does that not tell us what we should be doing? Do a Kashmir to Pakistan. Keep it busy in its own problems. Then they will learn that yes, there is a cost to be paid for doing all this to India. And finally, friends, I just want to end with 2 points. One is, please remember that things are going to get much worse for several reasons. One, as I said, the continuing unanimity in Pakistan to break India. The continuing unchanged nature of Pakistani state and society. But much more important are 2-3 immediate facts. The first is that there will be an imminent retreat of the United States under defeat, both from Iraq and from Afghanistan. In Afghanistan, they are already preparing the ground. Both in Iraq, they are preparing the ground. They will cry victory and run. As you know, what is happening in Afghanistan today? They have realized that Karzai cannot deliver the goods. So the very Taliban, which they say is a menace to the world, they have started negotiations with Taliban to induct them into the Afghan government. So when the Americans retreat in defeat, it will become a very big boost to Islamic fundamentalists. Those fundamentalists cannot get at America. They can get at Europe, but more difficult. But we are an open target. That is one reason why it will become more. Second reason is specific to Pakistan. And that is, see, the Pakistani army, there are no Balochis in it, no of any significant number. It's a Punjabi-dominated army. But 40% of the soldiery of the army is the Pashtun soldier. And now the army is, and the other, the guard which is being sent to fight in FATA and NWFP is entirely Pashtun, because the frontier guard is entirely Pashtun, it is manned by Punjabi officers. But the Pashtuns are now being asked to kill the Pashtuns. Why? So the Pakistan army feels, hey, we are killing our own people for somebody else's war. It is America's war, it is not our war. Why should we kill our own people? So how to disengage from the West without inviting American anger? How to do it? You suddenly withdraw 100,000 army fellows from there, America will say, no, we'll stop your economic aid. So they will say, no, India is threatening us, so we are withdrawing this force from here and putting it on the Indian border. That kills two birds. It blackmails the Americans, but even more important, it dampens the anger within the Pakistani army of killing Pakistanis for somebody else's war. So that is the reason why all this will come. The third and most important reason is that Pakistan has reared this monster of Islamic fundamentalism and these terrorist groups. If it continues to send them to Afghanistan, even after the Taliban comes to power, great difficulty, international forces then come and complain to Pakistan. If they don't send them out, then there is trouble within Pakistan as is happening. So what is the option they will use? Deflect them to India. It is for this reason that we must be clear that this whole thing is going to become much worse. And especially because of the way the intelligence agencies in India have been weakened. I don't want to say too much about that in public. But the same politics of Congress party of appointing weak men or henchmen has gone to the intelligence agencies. So you in the end have people who don't have strength, who are too weak to hurt you, but also too weak to help you. That has disabled the intelligence agencies. For all this reason, there are 4 or 5 things which each of us can do, and I will end with that. The first is, please study the ideology. Each of us sitting in his home can do this work. Study the ideology behind terrorism, Islamic terrorism. They are not doing it for money. They are doing it because of a specific doctrine. We must understand that doctrine. Second is, we must study developments in our neighborhood. We don't do this in India. Who is our expert on Afghanistan? We don't know. Who is our expert on Nepal? You don't have any. Who are our experts on China in our universities? We don't have any. Who are our experts on Bangladesh? We don't have any. That is something each of us can do sitting at his home. I will give you one example. Anand Kumar will bear me out in this. Just see how great is our ignorance. We look upon Russia as our continuing ally. Do you know who is the biggest supplier of advanced weapon systems to China? Russia. Russia has 11 time zones. 11 time zones. St. Petersburg is closer to New York than it is to Vladivostok. It is a country with 11 time zones, but do you know that its population has already fallen below that of Pakistan? Pakistan is now 158 million. They are now 145 million. Their population is declining at a rate that it halves every 35 years. In 2020, which is only 11-12 years away, Pakistan's population would have gone up to 211 million. Russia's would have come down to 138 to 140 million. So they don't have the capacity to have a land army, for instance, in Central Asia. Therefore, they have had to accept a subordinate role in the Shanghai Cooperation Organization set up by China for influence in Central Asia. Are we following that? Are we following the consequences that are going to fall upon our region because of American withdrawal and that Iran will get a complete domination of that area? So, second point that I want to urge is, please look at and become experts in our neighborhood. Third point is, encourage the security forces. I have seen so many friends, they are in line at the airport. अरे यार जल्दी करो ना, क्या कर रहे हो? अरे भाई एंटी है यार, इसका क्यों खोल रहे हो? क्यों नहीं खोले यार? You are discouraging the poor constable. You should say, no, please examine it. When he finishes it, please say thank you.